Okay, so we're back to do the August 2020 relationship and emotional status of Aries for August 2020. So let's see what we can find out for the sign of Aries for August 2020 in relationship. Sign of Aries for August 2020. What can we find out for Aries in relationship for August 2020? So, okay. See what we can find out. What information can we find out for the sign of Aries for August 2020? Okay, let's see what we have. Okay, so let's see for Aries out there. So, so the Aries, we have the Seven of Wands. Uh, we have the Seven of Wands, and it's upright. And so, in this particular deck, usually in most decks, the Seven of Wands would indicate, kind of being distant or a little defensive, maybe a little paranoid even. But in this particular deck, it's not really that. It's kind of like it could be like you and a person that normally wouldn't get along or wouldn't come together somehow. For August 2020 for Aries, let's see. So underneath the deck we have the eight of wands, and it's in reverse. So basically it feels like because we got the Seven of Wands underneath the deck, we got the Eight of Wands, but it's in reverse. So it's like so maybe you are being kind of defensive with this Seven of Wands. And so things have kind of slowed down. Your communications have slowed down. Maybe you and okay. So for Aries, maybe you and your significant person in your life, maybe you all are, maybe you all are not speaking or really on speaking terms right now. And that kind of thing. Maybe the communications might be slow. Somehow it seems like Aries is being somewhat defensive in terms of how they communicate with their significant other. Okay. So we have the Five of Swords, and it's in reverse. Okay. So with the Five of Swords being in reverse, it feels like it just feels like Aries may be having a hard time communicating. There's a lot of maybe a lot of immaturity involved and that sort of thing. It's just somehow it's a lot of mixed communication. It's you're having a hard time understanding each other for Aries in a relationship for August of 2020. Okay, so the next card is the Knave of Wands, and it's right side up. Okay, so it kind of feels like maybe, with the Knave of Wands being right side up, it feels like Aries for the month, in terms of a relationship, you may need to, tone it down a little bit. Maybe you're being a little too aggressive with your communication. And so the other person might be taking it wrong, may be taking you the wrong way because you may be talking fast and maybe being a little aggressive with your communication. So, so that's what I have for Aries in a relationship situation for August 2020. So I'm going to do the single Aries and see what the emotional state is for Aries in their emotional state, and see what's going on for the single Aries for August of 2020. So let's find out. See what we can find out for Aries for August of 2020. Okay, for the sign of Aries. What information can we find out? Okay, so yeah. So it's like we have the Three of Pentacles. It's in reverse. Okay. So like I said, it's like for Aries, I just think, for the single Aries out here, maybe, for advice, I would say, try not to be too pushy, too aggressive, because I guess energy wise, I just think people may take you the wrong way this month. Like they may think that you're being too aggressive. You want your way. That you may be being immature, uncooperative. So that's what I'm saying for Aries. And so we coming up with the 6. We got the 6 of Cups, and it's in reverse. So with the 6 of Cups in reverse, first of all, it's just like, it's almost like you've been spoiled this month. You've been, kind of spoiled and somewhat unreasonable and kind of emotionally imbalanced for Aries. And I think, that carries over for for Aries in relationships as well as single Aries. And so that's kind of the emotional state of Aries. It's kind of a somewhat emotionally imbalanced. So let's see what the next card is. So we come up with the Queen of Pentacles, and she's in reverse. And so it's like, there's a lot of inconsistency. So in terms of, I'm saying with Aries, because your emotions for August 2020, it seems like, they're going to be back and forth. There's going to be a lot of inconsistency emotionally. And it's just for the month of August 2020, I got Aries being a little emotionally imbalanced for the singles. Okay, so thanks.